The teasel is a flowering plant native to Eurasia and North Africa. It's known in the Americas, South Africa, Australia and New Zealand as an introduced species and often as a noxious weed. The teasel is a tall, somewhat spiny, herbaceous plant that can grow from 7 to 10 foot high. It's found in degraded grassy meadows, creeks, savannas, woodland borders, pastures and abandoned fields. The plant grows on a variety of soils, from sandy soils with abundant moisture to heavy clays in poorly drained areas. The plant has a stout taproot with a fibrous secondary root system that's more than 2 feet long and 1 inch thick. Opposite leaves are up to 12 inches long and 3 inches across. They're green, yellowish green or reddish green, lanceolate to linear lanceolate, ascending to spreading, and rather stiff in texture. The teasel flowers occur in terminal, stiff, egg-shaped heads that are up to 4 inches long. The entire flower head measures anywhere from 50 to 100 centimeters in height, and it consists of tiny individual flowers that measure 10 to 15 millimeters long. Teasel is widely used in traditional Chinese medicine as a liver and a kidney toner. The teasel root is categorized as a yang tonic, with an affinity for assisting with structural repair, especially of the connective tissue and the bone. It increases circulation and it aids in the building of strong tendons and bones. Apart from that, the teasel root helps damaged bone to grow, stimulating new bone growth. It also helps to alleviate muscle pain. Recent research shows the teasel root helps to strengthen and build bone mass, particularly in porous trabecular bone. Chronic Lyme disease is normally caused by a bacteria transmitted to humans by infected blackleg ticks. Symptoms vary, but they can include fever, fatigue, headache, and a skin rash. A couple of weeks of antibiotics can help to clear Lyme disease from the body. Chronic Lyme disease, however, is something that many people suffer from. Chronic Lyme disease happens when the antibiotics fail to heal the body, and fatigue, headaches, and other symptoms linger, often longer than 6 months. The teasel root is not an antibiotic, but a weed that's capable of changing the body's environment, so the body can kill off the Lyme bacteria. The body's muscles and cells are stimulated, and it helps to dump Lyme bacteria into the bloodstream, and then the body can detoxify it. The teasel root is considered an excellent diuretic, making it wonderful for clearing the body of excess water weight, as it encourages the flow of urine. This dynamic root also encourages sweating, which is another way to rid the body of toxins. Sweating acts as a diuretic. It rids the body of unneeded salt and water, which can also help with the tissue swelling or the inflammation. Although Candida is present in everyone's body, it's a fungus, and when it gets out of control, it can result in various maladies, such as yeast infection, depression, chronic fatigue, or infection of our gut flora. The teasel works with natural antibiotics, and it aids in purging the excess Candida into the bloodstream, so that it can then die off. Inulin is part of the teasel root, and this helps probiotic growth in the colon. Probiotics, which are live bacteria and yeasts, are good or helpful bacteria. It's the stuff that keeps your gut healthy. Pro means for, and bio in this definition means life. Therefore, probiotics are for life. Taking the teasel root, if you have Candida overgrowth, can force the Candida from the tissues, and the exposure allows the probiotics to attack and conquer the offending enemies. Jaundice is a common liver problem, the appearance of light or dark yellow colouring on the skin and the eyes. Jaundice is not a disease, but it can be related to other problems, such as acute inflammation of the liver, alcoholism, liver infection or cancer, and bile duct inflammation. Elevated bilirubin is an orange-yellow substance made during the normal breakdown of red blood cells. The bilirubin passes through the liver and it's eventually excreted out of the body, and it causes the yellowing of the skin or the eyes. The diuretic properties of the teasel support the liver to clear the body of these toxins. Water collected by the leaves of the teasel was thought to remove freckles. It's also been used to soothe sore eyes. The roots have been used to treat warts, sores, and other skin problems. The water that collects in the stem was used to soothe eye inflammation. The teasel root has been used to treat ulcers, jaundice, warts, and to cleanse wounds. Traditionally, it was used to treat conditions like warts, fistulas, and cancerous sores. The root is diaphoretic and diuretic. An infusion is said to strengthen the stomach, create an appetite, remove obstructions of the liver, and treat jaundice. An infusion of the leaves was said to be used as a wash to treat acne. The plant has a folk history for use in the treatment of cancer. An ointment made from the root is used to treat warts, wens, and wistlows. It's used in the treatment of skin diseases. It was also taken internally to strengthen the knees and the back and to soothe pain. The teasel root was used for treating osteoporosis and osteopenia. The powdered teasel root is used for pain, swelling, and inflammation of the skin and for open wounds. The fried teasel root is good for treating bleeding during pregnancy and for excessive bleeding during periods. The teasel root was used to treat Lyme disease symptoms, and some find the teasel root very important in the recovery from Lyme disease. The teasel root was also used for hundreds of years to treat bladder infections, for eye irritation, for swelling, and also as a good diuretic for getting rid of excess water weight. It's a good detoxifying agent for the liver and the kidneys. It's great for improving digestion and healing diarrhea. It's also beneficial for curing jaundice. A salve or massage oil can work similarly, and it's useful to incorporate into a recovery routine for athletes who commonly face overuse injuries from training. The young leaves are edible, although one has to take care to avoid the spiny, stout hairs. The leaves can be consumed raw, cooked, or added to a smoothie, and the roots have been used in a tea or for making vinegar or tinctures. For more on herbs, supplements, and natural treatment plans, check out my website.